What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the Thomas Gallery, and today I am starting my 1 day water fast. For those who don't know, a fast is when you either eat one particular thing or you stop altogether eating something. Now, believe it or not, we all fast at some point in our life. That's where we get the term breakfast. For those who don't know, when you sleep, technically that's a fast, okay? And when you wake up and the first thing that you eat, whenever you eat, the first thing that you eat, you're breaking that fast. Hence the term breakfast, break fast, okay? But this is different. Yesterday, I decided that today I was going to start my water fast, just one day, because I'm no pro at, so I'm not going to just to go a whole week or anything else. Start slow. I'm going to start my 1 day water fast. Reason being is, one, I know that cultures all over the world deal with fasting. Fasting is not new. We've been doing it. Humans been doing it for a extremely long time. I know the health benefits of it. No, it helps your body to recoup, because if all you do every day is eat, and eat, without giving your body a break, then your body, in small ways, small subtle ways, and sometimes not so subtle ways, will have ill effects. So that's one reason why. And I chose water fast because, one, you need water to live. That's like you can go longer without food than you can without water. So that water is always essential. So yesterday, about 11 something, I had my last meal for that day, and when I went to sleep, I said, okay, starting the moment I go to sleep, I went to sleep around I went to sleep around 12 o'clock actually. So starting that, when I was done with my food, and I digested all that stuff and got it out, I said, okay, that's gonna be the last thing I eat for that particular day and on through today. So what what do I hope to gain from this? Well, mainly just being more healthy. I'm not looking for any guru level of enlightenment. That's not what I'm looking for. I mean, I'm not thinking about that. I'm just thinking about just doing things better for my body. Like I told you all before, and some of you may not know, every morning I run. Every morning I run. And I just came back in the house from running. This is now my 315th consecutive day of running. I do it every day, regardless of the weather, that's how I'm feeling. I do it every single day I run. So today marks my 315th consecutive day of running. And it also marks my beginning of my 1 day water fast, which means I'm not going to eat anything. I'm just going to drink all water. I'm not going no sugars, no starch, none of that stuff. Just drinking water. Drinking water. I mean, I love drinking water anyway, so it's not that big of an issue. Like I got my what with me now. It's not a big of an issue, and it just helps me. It helps. Fasting also helps you flush out all the bad stuff you ate. I mean, when you actually think about what you consume every day, whether it be something big or something small, or something big or something small, when you take into account what you put in your mouth, what you consume every single day, and then you realize that some of that stuff, like all those things, don't digest at the same rate. Certain things digest faster than others, which means you have like a lot of things in your body that are still inside of you being digested. Okay, so those things sit on you. Like meat takes longer to digest than plants. It's just known. And depending on what meat you eat, not all meats digest at the same rate. Okay? Not all meats digest at the same rate. Some meats digest faster than others. So even with that, you still have things that are still sitting in your body, in your stomach, in your colon, all that stuff. It's still there. And sometimes you may wonder, well, why you having issues going to the bathroom, whether it be urinating or removing your bowels. You may wonder, why am I having issues going to the bathroom? Well, one of the reasons is what you keep putting in your body, you don't give your body time to fully digest what's already in your body. Your body is already working on what you put in there previously. So when you keep putting other stuff in there that takes a long time to digest, your body's like, all right, man, look. I'm trying to do my job, but you're making my job harder. So because you're making my job harder, I'm going to just sit here and wait until you're done. And usually that happens when you're asleep. Sleeping is the only time really where you stop eating, is when you're sleeping. So now your body has time to say, okay, he's asleep now, or she's asleep now. Let me work on, first things first, the body has to work on what it was already working on to begin with. It has to digest that and remove what it don't need and take in what it does need. It has to deal with all of that. Then it has to deal with the new stuff you put into it. And some stuff don't even digest, like corn doesn't digest, so it gets rid of that. So like certain things don't even digest. So the body's like, okay, what do I do with this? What do I do with this stuff that won't even go away? I don't know. Flush out with everything else. Just bad. Corn, all that bad. Even black olives. Bad. This is my own experience with my own body. You say, okay, now I got all this sugar. Breads, processed sugar, juice and all that stuff. All this sugar. What in the world can I do with all this? Like, I don't need all of this sugar. I don't need it. I don't need all this sugar. What do I do with it? I don't know. Put it somewhere. All these oils and this extra fat. I don't need all this extra oil and all this extra fat in whatever this person ate. The body's saying, what do I do with this? Dump some and put some everywhere else. Dump some, put it everywhere else. Store the fat somewhere else in the body. Store it somewhere. Storage. That's basically what the body's doing. It's getting rid of what it can get rid of at that moment. Whatever it can get rid of, it either just lets it sit there for the time being, or it stores it somewhere else on your body to deal with on a later day. Okay, that's what your body does. Now here's the problem. All of that is sped up and moving efficiently when you're drinking this on a regular basis. But what happens when you drink? What happens when you eat nothing but extra salt, extra sugar, extra fat, things that won't digest in the first place? What do you do when your body's trying to deal with all of that, and on top of that, you don't drink water? Your body can't move like it should. Your body can't, inside and outside. Your body can't flow like it wants to, because all the stuff you're putting into it, you don't even bother to help it out with using water. So it's like, okay, your body just says, I give up. Your kidneys don't function like it should. Your liver don't function like it should. Your gallbladder don't function like it should. Your pancreas can't function. Everybody think your pancreas. Your pancreas has a function. Everything in your body has a function to keeping your body running properly. And if you do not treat your body well, if you do not treat your body fairly, your body will treat you unfairly. Your body will do to you what you do to it. Like, okay, fine. The body is going to tell you, since you don't want to help me function properly because you keep putting bad stuff into me, I got to deal with all this crap you got. I'm going to just stop. Eventually, your body's going to just say, you know what, forget it. I'm done. If your liver shuts down, it ain't my fault. If your kidneys break down, it ain't my fault. If your pancreas breaks down, it ain't my fault. If your gallbladder breaks down, it ain't my fault. Like, I tried, but you not helping me. Like, help me to help you, but you ain't doing that. So bye. That's where things like diabetes come from. That's where you get kidney failure coming from. You get fat blockage around your heart attacks, all of that. All of that mainly comes from what you do. Like they would say, most the biggest deaths, the highest deaths, ain't got nothing to do with a gun, ain't got nothing to do with a car crash. The highest deaths in America happen from what you put inside your body, not what happens to you outside your body. That's real. Heart disease, I believe heart disease is the number one killer in America. The number one. Not STDs, not car crashes, not shootings, not gunshots. None of those compare to heart disease. The thing is, the highest killer of Americans is the easiest thing to fix. Now, I'm no health guru. I'm no sage when it comes to health or what you should eat. And oh my God, you should eat this and eat this and eat. No, I'm not that. I'm no doctor. No, I don't proclaim to know anything or everything about it. I don't. However, what I do know is that most of the problems that human beings have happened internally. Example, the greatest civilizations all fell from within inside first. Most of the car crashes happen from the driver on the inside of the car, some kind of negligence. Now, there are some cases with some outside. But do you get my point? Most of the diseases that happen internally. Most of the diseases that human beings encounter happen internally. Most of the disease that happen to human beings happen from what they put inside their body. That's why you have something called fasting. Fasting, meaning give your body a break more than the fasting you do when you sleep. Because, like I said, when you sleep, you do fast. That is true. But sometimes fasting while you sleep just ain't gonna cut it. Like, you need to really drink more water. Your body gets its flexibility from drinking water. Like that's why you get cramps. That's where cramps come from. You deprive the muscles of water. Dehydration. Hydra means water. Ation, the suffix ation, Tion, means the act of. De means of. The act of water, dehydration. Or the water act, D of hydra, water, ation. Or shun, Tion, the suffix, means the act of. The act of water. So when you are dehydrated, That literally means that your body doesn't have enough water. Constipation, diarrhea. Constipation means you have lack of water. Diarrhea means it's overuse. You gotta find a balance. That's what it is. So I've decided to do a 1 day water fast for myself, just for myself. You don't gotta try that stuff. Some people, I know there are millions of people who are pros at it. I'm just starting. So I've started with my morning run. That's one step, but I know I could do more to help my body out. And it's like just to do right by my body, just to do right by my body. That's really what it is. I just want to do it. I want to do it for the sake of doing right by my body. That's the only reason why I start running. It's the only reason why I'm doing the water fast. I'm doing it for the sake of my body. That's it. Excuse me. That's it. And the sake of helping my body out. That's all. It does good for me, so I'm gonna continue it. And maybe I may go, to one or to more days. I don't know, but right now I'm starting with one. Now I know because I'm used to eating all the time, all the time, all the time. The one thing I know that I have to be aware of, keep in mind with myself, is I have to be focused enough to say, okay, no, you made a promise and you put it on camera and you wrote it down that you want to stick to this. That means that you can't break. You need to be focused enough not to break. Remind yourself every day of what you're doing and why you're doing it. I know that because when you walk outside and you drive around and you see food places, that your brain is focused. Your brain is geared towards saying, okay, time to eat. You smell that food. Go ahead and get you some. You feel these hunger pains, go and get you some. But it's only for 1 day. I'm not gonna die if I don't eat for 1 day. I'm not gonna die. No, I'm not. But the water, so I have to remind myself to stay focused. That will be my biggest test today, is to remind myself, don't break your focus. Remember, just when you see food, remember, 1 day water fast, 1 day water fast, 1 day water fast. Remember that. I remember that. 1 day water fast. I remind myself. This morning when I woke up, and my body was getting ready to go eat. It was. But as soon as my body was about to get up and go eat, I felt my brain form the idea of go eat. I felt the thoughts come in my head, go eat. And as soon as I thought that, I had to quickly snap out of it and say, no. 1 day water fast. I said, so when I go on this run, I woke up, I left off on my run, came back in the house, I said, okay, remember, 1 day water fast. So I immediately got some water. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and crack it open right now. Woo. Water. It really does your body good. Anyway, and remind myself that I keep my mind focused on my goal for today. That's my goal for today, is for 1 day, do nothing but drink water. Now, my other activities, like go to draw, go to paint, did my running. I'm going to do all the regular stuff I normally do. I have to remember, my goal is to go 1 day only drinking water. It's my 1 day water fast. I need to pick a day out of the week where I do a 1 day water fast. That's what I'm going to do. It's just Saturday because I just thought about just doing it. But I'm going to pick a day where I do a 1 day water fast. Like when this day comes, okay, this is my 1 day water fast day. This is my fasting day. I'm at to do that. So I'm gonna pick a day, and that's gonna be my water fast day. Right. So thank you very much for listening. Wish me well on my 1 day water fast journey. I will let you know. I'll let you know the how I feel. When it's over. Right. I will catch you all later. Peace.